the starting point of all achievement is a desire. It all starts in the mind. Now, it's pretty easy to achieve your goals, I'm not gonna lie with you. Now, the goal setting formula is pretty simple. It just has these 3 steps. Now, for the first step, you're gonna have to choose a definite goal. What do you actually want to work towards? Number 2, you're gonna have to focus your energy. If you want that thing, you have to put all of your energy towards it to actually bring it towards you. And number 3, you have to reverse engineer your goals. Set that date when you actually want that goal achieved, and then just work it by simply setting little milestones that lead up to that bigger goal. I would honestly say the most important part is actually standing by your desire until it becomes an obsession where it actually manifests itself into reality. Now, this is important, man, because most people, when it comes to their desires or their goals or anything like that, they'll go ahead, they'll achieve them for a little minute, and then they'll have something on the side that overtakes their vision. When they're doing that, they simply have a retreat option that fucks them up from that main path. Now, with that, anything that you want to get into, whether it's music, creating, being an artist, whatever it is, you gotta make sure that you burn all of the boats. So there's no escape route. You have to make sure that you immerse yourself in that reality of you actually having what you want. And that's what brings it in. The thing is, when you want to eat, you have to starve yourself so you could actually have the hunger to keep on going. Now, I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. Wishing alone isn't gonna bring shit in, I'm not gonna lie with you. Praying about it with just blind faith, that's not really gonna work. What's gonna work is a solid plan along with a burning desire to not even quit. Now, let's really break down what a burning desire is. Say, for example, you want $1 million. Or I'm gonna break it down to a real example. So say you need $1,000 for rent, and you got like 10 days until that shit's due. And you need that $1,000, but you have no way of actually getting that $1,000. You got no job, you have no car, you have no connections. So what you want to do is simply map out a plan for you to get those $1,000. Now, what I'm about to teach you here are these 6 simple steps that'll turn your wishes into riches. At the end of the day, you can really turn that faith into fortune with a solid plan and a solid mindset. I'm gonna break it down to you. Now, first, you're gonna have to fix in your mind the exact of money that you desire. The whole bunch of money shit isn't gonna cut it, because you have to be definite as to the amount that you want. The thing is that when you tie a psychological reason for that definiteness, then you subconsciously work that desire into your mind, which goes into step number 2. Determining exactly what you intend to give in return for the money you desire. Now remember, nothing that you get is gonna come for free. You can never get nothing for nothing. The thing is that you must give up time, distractions, or etc. to actually see results. Now, this point really hit home for me. I got all these tips from Napoleon Hill, man. I'm just relaying the game to you because that's exactly what everyone does in my life. You gotta credit the greats. I'm gonna break this down to you though. I would say about 3 days ago, officially, I was living in my car. And then I eventually moved into this beautiful place. Now, with that, I simply used mindset tricks and manipulated my mind to trick myself to actually putting myself into this place. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and get to that point in a quick second, but the thing is that if I could go from homeless, you can check on my page too. I got the whole season and I made a whole series on TikTok and all types of shit, but go ahead and check my shit out. But what I'm saying is that if I could go from homeless like 30 days ago to acquiring a place to live and stay, within just 30 days, Imagine what you could do when you have a burning desire and you lock in with that shit for 30 days. For me, my goal was to get it a place within 90 days. But then I cut that shit in half. Well, shit, I cut that shit in thirds, and I got that within 30 days. All because I had distractions removed from me forcefully. I got kicked out and I had to live in that car. And I had to go ahead and actually provide the actions, DoorDashing, Instacart, Uber, to actually gain up that money to actually get to a place. So the thing is that you can never get nothing for something. It's just never gonna work. You always have to put something in to actually get it in the first place. And this is just living proof right here that this shit actually works. Check out the kitchen, bro. I'm gonna take you on a little home tour real quick because niggas ain't playing. The thing is that I'm really just spreading this game because this is what helped me get out of that position. And on top of that, when you have knowledge and you just keep it, you're just gatekeeping. But if you have knowledge and you spread it, you're helping other people live fruitfully. So let's get into the next step. Now that you guys know about step number 2, let's go ahead and get to the third one, which is establishing a definite date when you want to possess the money or goal that you desire. Just like what I did when it came to my living arrangements. The thing is that this is key. When you set a goal and provide necessary actions to get to the goal, it'll make it easier for you to get into this 4th step. Go ahead and check it out real quick. Now, the 4th step is simply creating a definite plan for carrying out your desire. After you create the plan, it's crucial to begin at once, whether you're ready or not, to actually put this plan into action. This is where a lot of people get stuck. A lot of people, they make plans and plans and plans and plans and plans, but they never do anything to actually get to it. The most important part of a plan is action. This is why the most smartest type of people and the most intelligent people, they're not the most successful, because they calculate all the fucking risk and rewards and pros and cons and all types of shit before they actually start doing something. And when they get to all that overthinking and shit like that, they already psyched themselves out of actually doing something in the first place. But when you're, like shit like 70% smart, with a little 30% of like, I don't give a fuck, nigga, just jump into that bitch. Get it straight to the bitch, bro. Get straight to it. Because the over-analysis and the analysis paralysis is what's gonna fuck you up and push you away from getting to that goal in the first place. So it's really important that you act on what you want and you start that shit right now. Because when you start that shit right now, you know it's working when you get a whole bunch of tests thrown at you. That's just the universe testing your gangster to make sure that you're really ready for this shift in reality that you're going through. Let's go ahead and get to this 5th step. What you gotta do, man, for step number 5, you gotta go ahead and you have to write all this shit out. You done thought about it, you did a little bit of research, and you're like, okay, let's go ahead and get to it. Now you gotta write that shit out. So what you got to do, you have to write out a statement of the amount of money that you intend to acquire, name the limit for its acquisition, like what you want, the amount that you want. You have to state what you intend to give in return for that goal or the amount of money. And then you have to describe clearly the plan through which you intend to accumulate it. This is just another add-on to what I was saying. You have all this knowledge about doing this one thing. Remember, it only takes one thought to become successful. You just have to follow on that thought and go throughout those tests and go throughout those trials to actually get to that promised land. So with this,
Just write out a plan and write your shit out. That's all you gotta do. Then it's gonna lead into the 6th step. Let's go ahead and get to it. You gotta go ahead and stamp this shit in your mind, bruh. You gotta read your written statement out loud at least twice a day. Once before going to bed, once before waking up, and you have to visualize. As you read your statement, go ahead, see, feel, and believe yourself already in possession of that money or success. The bottom line is that you have to be delusional in order to attain your goals, bruh. You gotta gaslight yourself and manipulate your mind in order to achieve those goals by simply having the mental ability to believe that you can. Remember, you could turn faith into fortune. It's just about having that strong sense of belief that will actually get you there with a solid plan and, most importantly, action. That's all you need. You're gonna think it's impossible, but at the same time, when you think it's impossible, that's when that burning desire needs to come in. When you think shit's not able for you to actually obtain or achieve, think about those times and really think about how far that you have come. Because 9 times out of 10, when you're feeling overwhelmed, just think about what you overcame. That's all you gotta do. When it comes down to this, you could face imposter syndrome. You could run into that shit a lot of times, bro. A lot of times, trust me. But the thing is that it's all a test. Since you're literally changing your mindset from your old ways to these new ways, your fear state of mind is gonna, of course, is gonna try to do its fear state of mind things and come into your mind again. Because that's what was controlling you from even getting to this point into the first place, bruh. It was the fear. Now, I read this quote the other day. It was, anxiety is the fear of the future, and depression is a fear of the past. But the thing is, if all that shit is not present with us right now, why go ahead and project that bullshit onto the outcome when we haven't even done nothing to even get there yet? It don't make any sense. Go ahead and just take action now, bruh. Because we only live life once. But if you spend all this time fucking around, having fun with your friends and doing a whole bunch of bullshit, you're gonna be on your deathbed when you got that oxygen on. You're just looking up like, damn, I wish I would have done this. You don't wanna go out like that, bruh. You wanna go out? I heard this earlier today on this workshop I was on. You wanna go out of the world laughing because you came in this motherfucker crying. You should really get out of this world and leave this world looking up and reminiscing on all the shit that you did and all the shit that you achieved, bruh, and be like, damn, this was a ride. I don't know how y'all feeling, but that's exactly how I want to go ahead and go out. I don't want to live a life of just mediocre and bullshit. That's exactly why I took this fucking high road. You feel me? I had no one who helped me out. I got this shit all by my fucking self. At 19 years old, bruh, all by myself. So the thing is, if I could do this shit, you could do this shit too. So let's go ahead and get to it, bruh. It's 2025. I don't know if you're on your goals or not, my nigga, but let's go ahead and get to them. Remember, you could turn that faith into fortune, bruh. Let's just see if that's actually true. Try it out.
I ended up getting kicked out of my living arrangement.
Just 25 days ago, I was forcibly removed from my comfort zone. So I decided to create this series from Uber to Millions. I wasn't really showcasing my life like that, but with this and the support I got from it, it really told me the importance of actually putting yourself out there to align with others. With this, now I actually acquired a place to stay. I'm here to actually show you the importance of your mindset and really how to align with what you want to actually obtain in the first place.